What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Charting Crypto. Today we're going to go over Internet Protocol, or ICP. Every time I say ICP, I think of the band ICP, but Internet Computer down 0.4% at $7.12. We have a $3.4 billion market cap, circulating supply of 480 million out of an infinite max supply. The all-time high on this was 4 years ago at $700. All-time low is 287 a year ago. You're up 148% from the all-time low. So where can you actually pick this coin up if you're interested in it? Well, I'm glad you asked. Looks like the leading volume is Gate.io, followed by MEXC, and then Coinbase. You have 16 different pages down here of exchanges that it's listed on. So if you want it, you can definitely find it somewhere. So with that, let's get into the price prediction and technical analysis on ICP. All right, everybody, before we get started, I just want to let everybody know that we are going to be launching a coin on Solana here in the next week or two. If you're interested in participating in that Solana coin launch to get in at the ground floor, the Telegram link is in the description below. So with that, let's get into Internet Computer. So Internet Computer right now, you can see the initial launch. That's where we hit the all-time high price, and then it's seen a very, very large retracement from 2021 all the way to 2023 before seeing a decent sized recovery. So this coin really hasn't seen any explosive movement since its initial launch phase, but we are in the well, I guess we can say we are in the depths of the bull run right now. And this thing's sitting at about $7. So the first thing I want to look at here is the 4-hour time frame. What is the short term telling us for this coin here? Well, the short term right off the bat is telling us that we're sitting at a very critical support area. What I mean by that is if I draw a horizontal line here, you can see we've bounced off this price range several times, going all the way back to July of 2024. And I don't think then it was resistance prior in 2023, and also resistance back in 2022. So you can see you do have a lot of price history around this current price range that we're at. Good thing we're above it, because it seems like it's a pretty powerful resistance area when you're below it. Indicators right now in the 4-hour time frame aren't looking terrible. The stock RSI is starting to flip back up, along with the WTX starting to see a retracement, but we have not put in a lower low yet, so I really wouldn't be too concerned about that. We actually did break out out of this downtrend on the stock RSI or WTX, so that's a good news in itself. That downtrend has been taking place since January 2025. We have the RSI seeing a retracement as well. This is still in a downtrend, as you can see. We have not broken that yet. We actually hit it, and we're starting to see retracement. So what I want to see here is us bounce the RSI reverse, putting in a higher low. I don't want it to go below 46 right there. And then obviously the big one, the MACD. The MACD has been bullish since February 4th, but we really haven't seen any explosive movement. This kind of movement on the MACD is just called consolidation, guys. We're not seeing any large mountains or anything like that. It's just sideways movement on the 4-hour time frame. The main thing I want to look at here is the day chart. So on the short-term time frame, I would just be expecting some consolidation here, probably bopping between 675 and $7 here for a little bit in the short term. Now, if we look at the day chart, the day chart's actually looking fantastic. If you don't listen to anything else from this video, listen to this day chart right here. This day chart is primed, absolutely primed, guys. What I mean by that is look at the day chart MACD. We actually just crossed over bullish right now. Blue over orange on the day chart signifies a bullish movement. On top of that, RSI is reset. We're starting to tail back up. What I want to see this RSI do is break. Oh shoot, that's a bad line. Break this downtrend right here. If the stock RSI, or not stock RSI, if the normal RSI gets over 44, puts in a higher high here, that would confirm to me that the rally is on, and then we can start printing some money. The big one here on the day chart is a very deep buy signal. We went all the way down to -71 and got this buy signal on the WTX. I love the WTX, guys. Love it. Last time we got a buy signal is back here, July of 2024. And you can see what happened. We saw a significant rally to the upside, and we weren't even in the bull run when that happened. So I'm curious to see what this next run up is going to do here when all these indicators fire off. On top of that, the stock RSI is at bottomed out. The most optimal time to buy pretty much any coins when the stock RSI is at 0, and that's exactly what happened. It dropped all the way down to 0.17. You can see we bottom out pretty much every single time throughout history, and now we're starting to rally up there on the stock RSI as well. So everything's looking primed for a movement to the upside. If you ask me what I'd like to do, I actually want to focus on this uptrend right here, this uptrend resistance area. This is going to be a key indicator right here. You already have the uptrend, and you can see the support here at 6.5 cents. What I'd be looking for here is a possible movement up to the 1618. Now it's not going to be a quick movement, but nonetheless, I think this next rally to the upside is probably going to bring us up here to about 30 bucks. Now, like I mentioned, it's the day chart, so it's not going to happen in a day. It's not going to happen in a week. It's going to happen over a lengthier period of time, unless this thing starts going parabolic. But as of right now, I think the overall bearish trend that we've been experiencing since our top in December 7th is over, and we're going to be starting to see a significant rally to the upside. I mean, that from here to there, that's approximately a 3.5x. A 3.5x with this market cap is easily doable, guys. Easily doable. But as of right now, we are looking very good with all the indicators. Our main area of focus once we start taking off on the short term is the 618. We need to get over $8.25. If we get over $8.25, that would confirm to me that rally up to $10 plus, which if we did rally up to $10, we'd be breaking out of our downtrend right here. So this is kind of what I'm going to be looking for here for ICP in the short term, working its way up to probably $8 to $8.25 to battle it out at this downtrend resistance area. And then once you break that, that's when we're going to start seeing some heavy volatility to the upside for this coin. The great part is all the indicators are completely reset right now. If the indicators were overbought right now, or they were halfway run up, I'd be like, oh man, you already burned through half your fuel and you're still down here. There'd be a chance of getting rejected at 7.8 or 618. But in the meantime, I do think we have the momentum to break through that. But that is the area of confluence right there. 825. We do not want to get rejected from there. If you get rejected from there, it's probably just gonna be consolidation, back test the 675, and then the next rally push should push us higher. But overall, I think ICP is going to be overall bullish from this bottom here, and we're going to be starting to see some movement to the upside. Now, if we look at the week chart here, the week chart's kind of showing this is where you want to look at your lengthy movements. The week chart is showing that the bottom is pretty close to being in. Like I said on the stock RSI, look at, we bottomed right out on the week stock RSI. The weekly, we're pretty much there. We just want to see this curl back up. It's going to take a little bit, but once it does, that's confirmed this move to the upside. Every time that the weekly stock RSI has bottomed out, we've seen a decent pump. I mean, the last time that happened was September 2023, which was right here, this pump. So you can see now that we are in a bull run, these stock RSIs are going to play more of a significant role. Now, obviously, we're in a bear market right here when we hit the bottom, but we still saw a decent sized pump in a bear market every time the weekly stock RSI crossed back over. So I'm curious to see how big this move is going to be once the stock RSI crosses over in the weekly. So the weekly time frame is looking great. I mean, even the weekly MACD is starting to slow down. RSI weekly stock, or yeah, the weekly RSI is not looking horrible either. And the WTX is below zero, which is fantastic. So week charts kind of confirming that day chart indicator or day chart scenario of us at least rallying up to 8. And then once we get out of there, that's when we're gonna start seeing some big movements. And I think the next main resistance area once we break out, it's probably gonna be that 1618, about 45, 25 to 45 bucks. But that's a little bit of hoping right there to end the video. But with that, guys, none of this is financial advice. And if there's any coins that you would like me to chart, you can just send me a super chat in the comments and I'll get to your coin as soon as possible. Thank you.